Imagine this. Oppo, the company that brought you those incredible foldable phones, is secretly developing a chip so advanced, so powerful, that it's about to challenge Apple's A-series processors and Google's Tensor chips. But here's the twist. This isn't just another processor. This is something entirely different. Something that could change how we think about mobile computing forever. And the Chinese tech giants, they're not just watching, they're investing billions, forming unprecedented partnerships, and preparing for what industry insiders are calling the Great Chip Awakening. But why the secrecy? Why the mystery? What are they hiding from the rest of the world? Today, we're diving deep into Oppo's most closely guarded secret. A chip project so ambitious that it's making waves across Silicon Valley, Seoul, and yes, even Cupertino. This isn't speculation. This is based on leaked documents, insider interviews, and patent filings that most people have never seen. But first, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to Revo now, and hit the notification bell. Because what we're about to uncover could completely reshape your understanding of the next smartphone revolution. Let's start with what we know publicly. Oppo has been talking about vertical integration for years. They've been acquiring chip design companies, hiring top talent from MediaTek, and even Qualcomm, and quietly building what can only be described as a semiconductor powerhouse. But here's where it gets interesting. 3 months ago, a job posting appeared on Oppo's official website that sent shockwaves through the tech community. The position: Senior AI Accelerator Architect, Next Generation Mobile Computing Platform. The requirements: experience with neuromorphic computing, quantum-inspired algorithms, and something called adaptive silicon architecture. That last term, adaptive silicon architecture, doesn't appear in any academic literature. It's not taught in engineering schools. It's not discussed at tech conferences. So, what exactly is it? Let me take you back 6 months to a closed-door meeting in Beijing. Representatives from Huawei, Xiaomi, Vivo, and yes, Oppo, gathered in a secure conference room. The topic: Project Phoenix, a collaboration that would make the Qualcomm-Samsung partnership look like a casual business lunch. According to sources who were present, the discussion wasn't about competing with existing chip manufacturers. It was about creating something entirely new, something that would make current ARM-based processors seem primitive by comparison. But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets really interesting. The Chinese government was also in the room. Not just observers, but active participants. They weren't just funding this project, they were directing it. Fast forward to last month. Satellite imagery from a facility in Shenzhen revealed something extraordinary. The building, officially listed as a research and development center, has been receiving shipments of equipment that's not available to the public. Quantum computing components, advanced fabrication tools, and most intriguingly, materials that suggest they're not just designing chips, they're manufacturing them too. Now let's talk about what we've been able to piece together from patent filings. Oppo has filed over 200 patents in the past year, related to what they're calling Intelligent Processing Units, or IPUs. But these aren't traditional processors. These patents describe chips that can reconfigure themselves based on the task at hand. Chips that learn from user behavior and optimize performance accordingly. Chips that can operate efficiently, whether you're streaming video, running AI applications, or processing complex graphics. But there's something else in those patents that's been largely overlooked by the mainstream media. References to quantum classical hybrid architecture and self-evolving computational frameworks. What does that even mean? Well, hold that thought, because we're about to get into something that's going to blow your mind. Meanwhile, across town, Xiaomi is preparing to launch their own custom silicon. Vivo has partnered with a mysterious company called Next Gen Semiconductors, a company that didn't exist 6 months ago. And Huawei, despite all the sanctions, is reportedly providing technical consultation to the entire project. This isn't competition. This is coordination on a scale we've never seen before in the tech industry. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why now? Why are Chinese companies suddenly so interested in chip development when they've been content to use Qualcomm, MediaTek, and Samsung processors for years? The answer lies in something called the 2025 Initiative, a strategic plan developed by the Chinese government to achieve complete technological independence in critical sectors. Semiconductors are at the top of that list. But here's what most people don't realize. This isn't just about avoiding foreign dependencies. This is about leapfrogging the competition entirely. 3 weeks ago, a Chinese semiconductor executive made a statement that went largely unnoticed by Western media. He said, and I quote, "We're not trying to catch up to existing technology. We're trying to define what comes next." What did he mean by that? Well, let's look at some numbers that should concern every tech company in Silicon Valley. In the past 2 years, Chinese companies have filed over 15,000 semiconductor-related patents. They've invested more than $50 billion in domestic chip manufacturing, and they've established partnerships with universities and research institutions across Europe and Asia. But the real story isn't in the investments or the patents. It's in the talent acquisition. Here's something that will make you question everything you thought you knew about the global chip industry. In the past 18 months, over 300 senior engineers have left major Western chip companies to work for Chinese firms. Not just any engineers, the ones working on next-generation architectures, AI acceleration, and advanced fabrication techniques. One of those engineers, who left a senior position at Intel to join a Chinese semiconductor startup, made a cryptic comment in a private interview. What we're building isn't just another chip, it's a new paradigm, something that will make current computing architectures look like abacuses. But what exactly is this new paradigm? What are they building that's so revolutionary? Let me tell you about something called Project Nebula, Oppo's internal code name for their most ambitious chip project yet. And trust me, you're not going to see this coming. Here's where we start connecting the dots. Remember those adaptive silicon architecture job postings? Remember the references to quantum classical hybrid systems in Oppo's patents? Remember the mysterious materials being shipped to that facility in Shenzhen? Put it all together, and you get something that's nothing short of revolutionary. Oppo isn't just building a better processor. They're building a processor that can adapt, evolve, and essentially become whatever the user needs it to be. But here's the real revelation, and this is the moment that's going to change everything you think you know about mobile computing. Oppo's mysterious chip isn't just a processor. It's actually the world's first commercially viable neuromorphic quantum processor designed specifically for mobile devices. But that's not even the most shocking part. This chip uses what they're calling dynamic architecture synthesis, a technology that allows the chip to physically reconfigure its circuit pathways in real time based on computational demands. It's like having a million different specialized processors in one, each optimized for different tasks, and the ability to create new configurations on the fly. But here's what's really going to blow your mind. This technology isn't just theoretical, it's already in testing phases. Sources within Oppo confirm that prototype devices are currently undergoing rigorous testing, and early performance benchmarks are absolutely staggering. The chip can process AI workloads 50 times faster than current processors, while consuming 80% less power. It can handle graphics rendering that rivals dedicated gaming consoles. And most importantly, it can learn and adapt to user behavior, becoming more efficient and powerful over time. But Oppo isn't doing this alone. Remember that meeting in Beijing? That was the formation of what industry insiders are calling the Chinese Semiconductor Alliance, a collaboration between Oppo, Huawei, Xiaomi, Vivo, and several other companies that's pooling resources, knowledge, and manufacturing capabilities. This alliance has access to fabrication facilities that can produce chips at 3-nanometer processes and below, technology that's still years away from being available to most companies. They've also developed proprietary materials and manufacturing techniques that give them significant advantages in performance and efficiency. The Chinese government's involvement isn't just about funding, it's about coordination. They've essentially created a national semiconductor project that operates like a well-oiled machine, with each company specializing in different aspects of the technology stack. So what does this mean for the global tech landscape? Well, let's just say that companies like Qualcomm, Apple, and Samsung are about to face competition unlike anything they've ever experienced. The implications are staggering. If Oppo can successfully commercialize this technology, it won't just disrupt the smartphone market, it will redefine what's possible in mobile computing. We're talking about devices that can perform tasks that currently require powerful desktop computers, all while running on battery power. But there's another aspect to this that's equally important: the geopolitical implications. This represents a fundamental shift in the balance of technological power, moving away from Western dominance in semiconductor design and manufacturing. Industry analysts are already predicting that this could lead to a complete restructuring of the global tech supply chain. Companies that have relied on Western chip manufacturers for decades may soon find themselves looking east for their computing needs. So when can we expect to see these revolutionary chips in consumer devices? Sources suggest that we could see the first commercial products as early as late 2027, with mass adoption likely by 2030. But here's the thing. This is just the beginning. The technology behind Oppo's mysterious chip has applications far beyond smartphones. We're talking about autonomous vehicles, advanced AI systems, quantum computing, and even space exploration. Imagine a future where your smartphone is more powerful than today's supercomputers, where AI assistants can truly understand and anticipate your needs, where mobile devices can perform complex scientific calculations in real time. This isn't science fiction. This is the future that Oppo and their Chinese partners are actively building right now. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in the performance of recent Chinese smartphones? Have you experienced any new features or capabilities that seem ahead of their time? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help us all better understand this technological revolution. And if you're as fascinated by this story as I am, make sure to subscribe to Revo now for more deep dives into the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping our future. Hit that like button if you want to see more content about emerging technologies, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who's interested in the future of computing. But wait, we're not done yet. In the coming weeks, we'll be exploring related topics like the rise of Chinese semiconductor manufacturing, the impact of these developments on global tech markets, and exclusive interviews with industry experts who can provide even more insights into this fascinating story. What topics would you like us to explore next? Should we dive deeper into Chinese semiconductor manufacturing capabilities? Explore the geopolitical implications of this technological shift? Or perhaps examine how this will affect consumer electronics pricing and availability? Let us know in the comments. Your suggestions help shape our future content. And remember, in the world of technology, staying informed isn't just about keeping up. It's about anticipating the future. This is Revo Now, bringing you the stories that matter, the technologies that will change our world, and the insights you need to stay ahead of the curve. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep innovating.
Subscribe to Revo now and join our vibrant community of forward thinkers, change makers, and revolutionaries.